Okay, so today we're going to do about a 30-minute um, class on the floor for low back issues. And pretty much everybody I know has some kind of low back issue. Our backs just get tired. We sit too much. We round our backs too much. And so it's pretty common to have low back pain and discomfort. And today we're just gonna be using our yoga strap. So if you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a band, one of those stretchy bands, or a belt even. And you don't have to use any of those, but it would be nice to have it nearby in case you decide you want to try it. So go at your own pace. Don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable. And remember to breathe and relax in between. So we'll go ahead and get started on our backs with our knees up and just make sure you can reach your strap. If you don't have it nearby, pause the video, go get it and come back. But I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Just let yourself settle onto your back. A little more comfortable for most people to have their knees bent, your feet on the floor. So just take a minute and feel the big bones behind your pelvis. Let them settle onto the mat. Let them support your hips. And then let the big bones in your upper back, your shoulder blades, settle onto the mat and support your chest. And then bring your arms out in a relaxed position out to the sides. Your feet are on the floor, your knees are bent. And now we're just going to relax and breathe for about 30 seconds. And that might be 5 or 6 breaths for you. Now for your next 2 exhales, allow your body to really soften and really let go and just sort of sink into the mat. As you exhale, you're letting go, you're relaxing. And don't skip this step. It's important to start from a relaxed position where you're not stressing, you're not trying too hard, you're not putting too much effort. Now let's take one more nice long deep breath. And then we're going to let our breath, our awareness of our breath, move to the background as we find our straps. And take your strap around the back of your right thigh. And then use the strap to bring your leg closer to your chest. And you may not need the strap, like I said, but it's nice because you're not straining to reach down towards your leg. And we really want to start by focusing on this area right here, the back of your hamstring, back of your thigh, up into your bottom, which carries on up into your low back. And so right now we're just gently stretching that area. All right. On your next exhale, release your right foot down and bring the strap over to your left thigh. Bring your left leg up towards your chest. We're taking 4 or 5 breaths in each position. And then release. Reposition your back if you need to. I'm going to let the strap rest over my belly. I don't need it for this. We don't need it for this next movement. We will need it in a minute though. So bring your arms back out in a T position and let your legs start to move side to side in windshield wipers, nice and slow. And you can try inhaling as your legs come up and exhaling as your legs come down. And just notice any new sensations. Where do you feel this? Where do you feel this when your legs go to the right? And where do you feel it when your legs go to the left? And now the next time our legs come to the right side, we're going to pause. Just let your legs kind of fall where they fall. They don't need to touch the floor. But notice how that stretch changed. Now we're feeling it more around the front of our thigh, left thigh, maybe up into your waist, into your, right around your ribs. See if you can relax into this position here. Remember, if anything becomes more than uncomfortable, it becomes very uncomfortable, you can gently bring yourself back to neutral and just pause there. So the way we come out of this position safely to protect our backs is to take your right hand underneath your right thigh, slowly lift your legs up, and then continue on over to the left side and pause there. One more breath. Again, slide your left hand underneath your left thigh, lift your legs up, and you'll definitely need to reposition your back. So lift your tailbone and place the back of your pelvis, your low back down onto the floor. Just take a minute there. And then we're going to grab our straps. We're going to bring our knees up towards our chest as we wrap the strap around the back of both thighs. Okay, and now hold on to this strap. And as you inhale, let your legs move out, not parallel to the floor, just enough to feel a little bit of work in your core muscles. And then exhale, pull your legs back in. Inhale, move your legs out just a little. Exhale back in. We'll do that 3 more times. So we're working our core muscles. Our core muscles help to keep our back muscles strong. This is the last time. When your legs come in, pause there. Take a few breaths. Now, if you can, move the strap to the bottoms of your feet. If that doesn't work, let's see what else we can do. There. we can figure out a way to get the strap to the bottoms of our feet. I'm sure you can figure it out. And then all we're doing is straightening our legs. Now, we never lock our knees back in yoga, but you can push your legs away from you so that you feel a stretch right here behind your knees. But you don't want to go too far. If you go too far, you'll actually lose the stretch. So find that Goldilocks zone. You can feel a stretch coming all the way down the backs of your legs. Okay, now we're going to hold on to the strap. Spread our feet out into a wide position, like a V position. If you're not using the strap, you can do this without the strap. Just hold on to the backs of your thighs. Couple more breaths. Slide your feet back towards each other. Release your feet down to the floor. Move that strap off to the side. Reposition your back. And now let's see if we can bring our knees up towards our chest without the strap. So you're holding on in front of your knees or behind your thighs, and then you're going to rock side to side. Okay, let's bring ourselves back to neutral and pause. And slide your hands around behind your thighs if they're not there already. Straighten your legs up again and flex your feet this time. So really pull your toes down toward your shins. This takes a little more effort than when we did it with the strap. All right, now we're going to release our feet back down to the floor one more time. Reposition your back. Do one more movement here for our legs. We're going to do a figure four, modified figure four pose. So you can use the strap for this if you like. I'll show you how to do it with the strap, and then I'll show you how to do it without the strap. So with the strap, wrap it around the back of your left thigh, cross your right ankle over. Okay, we're not pulling our legs up towards our chest. This would be a classic figure four pose. We'll do that near the end if we have time, but we're not ready for that yet. So keep your left foot on the floor and let your legs move side to side, just like we did in windshield wipers. But now you're feeling that stretch a little deeper. So you're just holding on to the strap if you're using it. If you're not using the strap, you're just moving your legs side to side. So you may notice we're focused a lot on our hips because hips are connected to backs and legs are connected to hips. So it's all connected. Now let's pause on the right side, and we'll pause for 5 breaths. And again, using your right hand, lift your legs up, come back to neutral, and move to the left and pause there. And now we're going to use our left hand. Left hand, lift your left leg up, coming back to neutral and uncrossing your leg. repositioning your back. Taking a couple breaths. And then we'll do the same thing with the left ankle crossing over the right thigh. So use your strap if you like. And then when you're ready, start to move your legs side to side again. So we're combining figure 4 and windshield wipers here. Now, the next time you come to the left side, pause there again for 5 breaths. Then on an inhale, come back up to neutral, move to the right, and pause for 5 breaths. Use your right hand to lift your legs up if you like to, if you need to. And again, come back to neutral, uncross your leg, reposition your back, coming back to neutral. Now let's see what it feels like to straighten our legs. So lay your legs all the way down. Take a couple breaths and notice, did your low back start to pinch? Did it start to feel uncomfortable? Like, oh, I'm not going to stay here. I don't like this. If it did, bend your knees again. We're just resting. All right. So if your legs are laying flat on the floor, go ahead and bend your knees again. We're going to do 1, maybe 2 more things here, and then we'll change positions. So knees are up, back is nice and relaxed on the floor. We're going to grab the strap about shoulder width apart, holding on about shoulder width apart. Lift your arms up into the air. And then come to about a 30-degree angle, not too far. Notice how that feels on your shoulders. Now, as we start to lower our arms down, our backs are going to want to arch, and that's okay. We want to let our backs arch. So slowly start to lower your arms down and pause every couple of inches or so, lifting your tailbone, arching your back if you like. And just slowly finding a place that feels good. It feels good for your arms, for your shoulders, for your chest, and for your back. You could go all the way down to the floor if you like. But you'll notice your ribs start to push up. Your back really wants to arch. You can feel the front of your body opening up, stretching out. Now, another option here would be to bend your elbows slightly. It takes a little pressure off of your shoulders. So play with it. And then take a couple more breaths in your favorite, most comfortable stretch here. And then we're going to slowly raise our arms back up. Keep on going. Release that strap off to the side. Flatten your back. And then we're going to roll to one side and bring ourselves up onto our hands and knees. We won't be using the strap while we're in this position, so you can just leave it off to the side there. And once you're on your hands and knees, check your alignment. You want your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, your fingers spread wide. So just take a minute and make sure you're in a nice strong position. And then start to move your hips side to side. Really exaggerate that movement. Push your hips to the right, push your hips to the left, and just move side to side at your own pace. And eventually you'll find that you might want to inhale as you switch sides, and then exhale as your hips move out to the side. And not a surprise, this is called wag your tail. We're just going in slow motion. Try to keep your neck in neutral. So don't turn your head, don't look up, just keep your neck in neutral. And now we're going to go one more time to each side. And then gradually bring ourselves back to neutral. So next we're going to do some cats and cows. If your wrists are getting tired, you can come down onto your forearms, but we're only going to do 5 cats and 5 cows, and then we're going to rest. So see if you can stay here for 5 cats and 5 cows. For cat pose, we tuck our tailbones and round our backs, let our heads drop down. Take a few breaths. Feel your spine. Feel all the muscles in your back spreading out. And then to get to cow pose, start to lift your tailbone. Your belly will drop down. Press your shoulder blades down your back and lift your head. This is cow pose. Now we're going to move with our breath 5 times in and out of each of these poses. We're going to inhale to neutral, exhale to cat, rounding your back. Inhale neutral, exhale cow as you arch your back. And you do lift your head a little, but you don't want to lift it too high. You don't want to feel too much stress in your neck. So just start to move from cat pose to cow pose. We'll do that 3 more times. And then when you're ready, bring yourself to neutral and then press back into child's pose, but leave your arms stretched out. You may need to make space between your knees. Reach your arms out and let your body drop down. You're going to feel this in your hips, your thighs, your arms, your shoulders, and your back. Let's take a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, come back up onto your forearms and your knees, bringing your palms together. Make a little space between your knees. We're going to be moving forward and back. So it's really important to pay attention to your neck here. Don't look up. Try to keep your neck in neutral. So your face is pretty close to your mat. It's a little uncomfortable, but you get used to it. So move your chin towards your thumbs. And move your hips toward your heels. Let's do that one more time. And then we're going to bring our chins over our thumbs and we're just going to pause there for 5 breaths. So this is going to make your core muscles work. You right away, your core muscles engage because that's the only way you can stay here. And then we're going to push our hips back towards our heels one more time. Relax your core muscles. Feel your arms, your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Whew. Adjust your clothes sometimes. Okay, so we're back on our hands and knees. We're doing a little work now. So pace yourself for this next movement. This is thread the needle, and thread the needle can be very intense. So take it easy on yourself the first few times and just notice where your edge is. We're going to shift our weight over to the right hand. Lift your left arm up as far as you can comfortably and pause. Again, check your neck. Make sure your neck is not straining. Then release your left hand down. Shift the weight to the left side. Lift your right arm up as far as you can comfortably. If you're concerned about your neck, just keep looking down at the floor. And release. Take a minute, reset yourself. And now we're going to do that same movement with our breath. Except we're going to add another movement. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to inhale, lift our arms up, left arm up. Then exhale, bring it down and move over to the right side. And then inhale, left arm back up. Exhale, down and over to the right. 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down to the right. Again. This is the last time for this side. Pause here if you like. Bring in your left palm to the floor. And then release. Okay, so reset yourself. We're going to do the same thing on the right side now. So your weight is on your left hand. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, down and over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, down and to the left. 3 more times. And this is the last time. So if you would like to pause, bring your right palm to the floor and just pause right there. Just 2 or 3 breaths, not too long. And then release. We're going to come back to our forearms and stretch out all the way down onto our bellies. Get yourself comfortable here. This is a new position. So when we're in this position, we may start to feel our low backs. You may feel like your low back is a little bit uncomfortable. If that's true for you, release your chest down a little. Don't lift up so high. Again, you have to find your comfort zone. We want to stay comfortable, but just a little bit challenged. So we don't want to go past that discomfort phase. So just pause here, find your space. Then walk your elbows out to the sides, lower your head down and relax. All right, so now I'm going to demonstrate some poses that if you know these poses and you know they're okay for you, you can join in and do as many as you like, or you can just observe. So next is going to be a baby cobra. So bring your legs together, hands next to your chest, elbows in, and already you're using your back muscles. And then all you're going to do is lift your chest just a couple inches off the floor. You feel your back muscles engage. So only come up to a place that feels comfortable and breathe. Don't forget your breath. Now to relieve some of this stress, we're going to come up into a downward facing dog. So push into your hands, lift your chest, come onto your knees, bend your knees, curl your toes, lift your knees, and then press up into downward facing dog. If this is not comfortable for you, just come right back to child's pose. It's a good stretch for the whole back of your body. All right, now we're going to release our knees back down to the floor. We're going to make our way into a sitting position just for a couple of positions here, just a couple of poses here, and then we'll be back down on our backs. So check your hips. If this is bothering your hips or your knees, stretch your legs out like this. So again, we're always looking for our comfort zone. Enough comfort and enough challenge. All right, so we're going to do a little spinal twist here, and then when we come down onto our backs, we'll do another spinal twist. So just a small little twist here, just to notice how our backs are feeling right now. So turn your body to the right side. Let your hands rest wherever they need to rest. And remember, you're twisting from the waist. So you want to feel the effort all around your waist. Take a few breaths. You may already be breathing kind of fast or a little more deeply than you were when we started. But just notice your breath. We're entering a cool down phase now. So we'll be putting in a lot less effort for the next few minutes. Now, when you're ready, on an inhale, slowly come back to the front, and then exhale as you move to the left, still twisting from the waist. So we're not trying to twist ourselves into a pretzel. We're just going right to the edge, right to the edge. One more breath. And again, on an inhale, come back to the front. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders a couple times. We'll do one more stretch here. So go ahead and stretch your legs out in front of you. Point your toes down towards the floor. So our starting position, we're sitting up tall. We're actually engaging our core muscles to sit up tall here. That's why posture is so important, because it keeps your core muscles strong. So now from here, we're pointing our toes down towards the floor, bringing our hands around behind our backs. Push your shoulder blades together and lift your chest. And you can let your head tip back a little, but don't go so far that you feel pressure on your throat. Let's take a couple more breaths. And now we're going to come out of this from the shoulders down. So relax your shoulders, relax your chest. Start to move your body forward, relax your feet, rub your legs if you like. Find your strap. We're coming back down onto our backs. And I'm going to recommend and demonstrate a couple of poses that you can choose here. You can do them all, or you can do one, you can do none. So this part is up to you. This is your cool down. Let's start by getting yourself settled on your back again with your knees up. And then we're going to start with knees to chest, using the strap or not. It's up to you if you want to use the strap. And just see if you can pull your knees in a little farther than you did before. That might be it for you. That might be the best feeling ever, and you just want to stay here, and that's okay. And our next option is going to be a figure 4 pose with the strap or without. If you've never done it before, I recommend using the strap. Wrapping the strap around the back of your left thigh, like we did before. Crossing your right ankle over, and then bringing your legs up towards your chest. And just pause there. You're going to feel this coming down into your hip, and you're probably thinking, well, I thought we were working on our backs. But all this is connected to your back. If this is tight, that's going to be tight. So we want to be gentle with ourselves, but we still want to make sure we're stretching all those little thin muscles that attach your leg to your body, to the rest of your body. I could name the muscles, but I don't think that's necessary. You know where you're feeling it. Okay, so if you do that on one side, go ahead and do it on the other side. Now we're going past 30 minutes, but that's okay, because you get to choose this last part, whatever you like. So figure 4 on both sides is always an option at the end. Another option is a happy baby pose. And again, you can use the strap or not. You want to start with knees to chest, then reach around behind your thighs and pull your legs down and out to the sides. So if you were using the strap might be behind your thighs or on the bottoms of your feet. Okay, so that's an option, happy baby pose. And then the last option I'm going to suggest is a spinal twist. We don't need the strap for this. So one twist that I really like is stretching out one leg. So stretch your right leg down all the way to the floor. Shift your hips over to the left. So it's like you're going to roll over onto your right side, but don't do it. Bring your left knee over to the right side. And the goal here is to keep your shoulder blades on the floor. That's where you get the twist, keeping those shoulder blades planted. Okay, and again, if you do this on one side, you want to do it on the other side. So take your time, finding neutral spine, stretching the left leg all the way down, shifting your hips to the right, bringing your right knee over to the left, keeping your shoulder blades on the floor. And you can hold these poses as long as you like. If you're doing the recording, you can pause it, you can speed it up, you can add poses if you like. And then I generally like to end with knees to chest, maybe rocking side to side a few times. And of course, we're going to relax. We're going to take at least 1 minute and ideally 3 to 5 minutes to just let go. You can have your knees up or your legs down, but close your eyes. Reconnect with your breath. Let your body soften. Just appreciate the mobility that you have, the fact that you can move. And you can make choices. Your body speaks to you, lets you know if it likes something or doesn't. If it feels challenged, that's good. If it feels uncomfortable, there's a little gray area there. Some discomfort is okay. But when it goes towards pain, that's it. We're done. Don't do it. Back off. So let all those words just float away. Don't worry about hanging on. Just let your body relax. Let your mind relax. Let your breath flow naturally. So stay in your relaxed position as long as you like. And when you're ready to come out of that position, just take your time and move slowly. And then give yourself a silent thank you for choosing to take care of your mind, body, and spirit. And I'm going to say goodbye by bowing forward and saying namaste.